front of her. It's kind of different now compared to the old Sona. That's why we are seeing a bit of a resurgence with this champion.
And the Gwen gonna be picked up too? Ooh. This is turning out to be quite interesting for both of these teams. BRU having confidence that this Gwen can actually perform well here against JDG. It can be very useful, especially against the Vladimir, especially during prolonged team fights. And I think that's the goal here of BRU.
Yeah, prolonged team fights, Sona to just provide the heals as well as the auras, to be able to sustain the lineup of BRU. The thing is, the Sona staying in the middle of the fight and there's a Sivir, a Vladimir, and a Kha'Zix. That's too much of a big ask for the Sona, because she did get revamped, her abilities got changed, but her squishiness it's not different. It remains, right? She's still a very squishy champion. She can still get assassinated pretty fast, and just imagine the ricochets bouncing around, all the pulse, the tides of blood hitting her, and the Kha'Zix just going in for the finishing blow. So hard for what the Jess to fight at this champion, if that is the point, if they're trying to go for a lot more of these sustained fights.
I kinda missed the Sona Seraphine though. It was a fun time when we were watching the local scene as well.
Yeah.
The Icon series. Back then, 2020.
Wait, they heard you!
Whoa! No way! No way!
Yeah.
Bring us back 2 years?
Are you in the BRU comms? What are you doing?
Oh
no!
It's Merry Christmas, everybody!
We're
gonna get gifted with such blessing and a sight to see with the Sona Seraphine and
it's a Yubi
with JDG. No way!
What is that?
Come on, lock it in.
Lock it in.
Get the cap. You saw it a while ago from Fennel. You saw the cap. Now it's gonna be played.
Yeah, now it's gonna be played. And Sona Seraphine. What a throwback. Yeah, we used to see that a lot in the local scene in the Philippines. Also got a bit of play as well in the international scene. The thing is, there's just so squishy against Fade against Once.
I don't care.
You don't care. We don't care. We just want to see Sona Seraphine being played today.
Yeah, because we're gonna be looking at how they're gonna be able to use this right now. BRU are so squishy, especially the Seraphine and the Sona plus the Lucian, right? But if I and the Gwen can be sustained and can be made much tankier, much durable than the rest of JDG, I think that's gonna be the goal here of WRL Esports. JDG, they're banking on the sustain of Yuumi as well, for the Kha'Zix, for the Vladimir, for the Renekton as well, possibly for Barry too on the Severe. But I'm just loving this.
The team fights I'm imagining now from both of these teams, for everyone's reference as well, we're just gonna see two sets of wide straight lines just running at each other. You're gonna see the Vi running in, and then Seraphine using her ultimate to lengthen the cast, and then the Yuumi will just pop her ulti. So both of them just have these lines surging from the bodies of these characters, and it's just gonna be the visual right now along with the Solas. It is Sora Seraphine at the bot side, but it's Cold and Feet using it. It's not gonna be cat type.
Okay. High note, surround sound, beat drop, encore. Just search the skill and just how long we haven't seen this champion. I'm sorry.
It's
It's
understandable.
gonna be so exciting to see as well. Oh man, we have a singer, we have a musician, we have someone who uses a scissor for some reason in the battlefield, and we see a cat on a floating book.
It kind of feels like we're just playing TFT at this point. There's Sona Seraphine. There's no Gwen right now at TFT, but there's a Vi. But yeah, bot lane, the Yuumi is not attached to the Sivir. I wonder why, because there's no threat on the Sivir. This is just gonna be two champions gonna poke around, try to get the wave as much as possible.
It's actually working.
It's actually working, but they're getting pushed out, and the Sivir right now is able to get the Tipper.
Ooh, that was so close. And he will just disengage for the meantime. And yeah, that's the prowess of a Gwen.
Yeah.
Surprisingly though, in the early game, especially with the Ruby Crystal being bought there for the additional 150 HP, it actually worked in the trade.
Yeah, it did. It did work in the trade right there. That's enough, right? Those small things could really help you especially in the early game. But going back as well, I'm looking at where all the junglers are at this point because for JDG, they don't have to do anything, honestly. They just need to wait for their item breakpoints and they can dive on the Sona Seraphine and just destroy them. They have the composition for it. They have the Sivir, they have the Kha'Zix, they have the Vladimir. They can just do that. So I think when it comes to level 5 onwards, it's going to be on BRU to try to make the play. Stipper's start on the top side was already a good indication of that. Able to chip down the Grediton, getting the wave to crash, getting a bit of that XP and possibly even a gold lead. Although we're not seeing that right now. Lemon is ahead in XP, but you're seeing here there's going to be a big wave that's going to be crashing into the turret of Tipper. This could spell danger for Tipper, but the thing is, because it's a bit on an off timing to the rotation of the clear of the Kha'Zix, now Tipper is kind of more freer in the top side. Even Valdez is here right now. They might be going for Lemon.
It can be dangerous though. This is a huge wave. If they fail, Lemon can just crash this under the tower. He actually is gonna go in with the dominance as well. The flash by Valdez, unable to get the hit. And Tipper's gonna be in a bad spot. First blood by JDG and a double kill as well with the huge wave in the tower. It's a disaster for Bo3 Esports.
Yeah, you already said what would make this fight lose for them, and that's Valdez missing the flash. Vault Breaker. Tipper, I think he really wanted to sell that fight. He really wanted to get that pickup for them, but it went in the other direction. JDG picking up the first blood in another kill for themselves here. They have propelled themselves to a 1k gold lead. It's a disaster right now on the top side.
Yeah. Assaulted Battery wasn't used as well. That's the thing that kind of boggled me too. That could have still been used and help out, delay, or maybe prevent the kill coming in. But that didn't happen as well. It's a different story. JDG having a fantastic start. But going back to what you mentioned a while ago in the Senna Sona, Seraphine Sona combination, I think it's going to be very difficult for them to dive this one because have you seen someone dive a concert? No. They're going to be having bodyguards as well. But Tipper, the bodyguard is in trouble. And it's going to be pinned down. Oh no. Back-to-back kill. Lemon is just having such a great time in the Baron lane.
Yeah, Tipper really tried to win that fight. But Lemon still had the dominance. Still had it up. And there's just total top lane domination right now for the side of JDG. BRU scratching their heads, looking to find a way to at least stay competitive in this game. They really need they really need the Gwen. Because the Gwen is the one who's going to deal a lot of the damage for them when they get to this mid to late game fights. But if she's this behind, she's not going to be able to lane to get her farm later on. So Bo3 really needs to figure things out because I just have a hard time seeing how this Sona Seraphine is going to work. And yes, you're mentioning they might not be diveable because looking at the composition as well of JDG, they don't have an Ornn, they don't have a Gragas to have that big AoE isolation CC for the dives. But JDG honestly doesn't need to dive. They just need to wait for the second dragon fight and they can win once though.
Does have the Yumi, so he should be fine. Great disengage. So far it has been much better for JDG, especially in how they are bullying one of the front lines here of Bo3 Esports. And we mentioned a while ago that he's gonna be the bodyguard here of the singing one and the musician one too as well. Yeah. But have you seen someone, a bodyguard that is small and thin? No, it usually is big. As big as a kill that Valdez gets into the mid lane to bash down Feibai. They need more. Now they might see more though. It's gonna be there! And the follow-up as well! The sustain is massive coming in from Bo3 Esports. A great steal coming in there from Valdez and getting the crocodile as well. Shut down! The cat is alone! And what happens when the cat is alone? He meows, calls for help, but no help will be given. 3 kills by BRU plus the one on Feibai a while ago.
A great fight right there from BRU. I kept on mentioning JDG just needs to wait for second dragon and then they'll be able to have enough damage to take down the backline. But the thing is, BRU also knows the timer as well. They just need to force the issue. Great flash encore from Golden Feet, able to catch the members of JDG off guard. We're seeing this replay right here. JDG really tried to force the issue, but the kiting from BRU is just amazing at this point. Golden Feet able to hit both Barry in the backside and even able to pop her spell shield and the 185 HP steal. on the Herald, giving both of the early game objectives on the side of BRU. Now BRU, with the Herald, if they summon it in mid lane, they will able to destroy the turret, they're able to open up this map and maybe lure JDG into these fights. Dipper as well, getting a kill. I feel like that has at least evened out his matchup against the Renekton, even to a certain extent.
Man, they group up and they bounce back, now having a 3,000 gold lead after so many objectives and kills that they have secured over just 1 minute. JDG finally will be getting a tower here into the top lane. Golden Feet will just be clearing out the way. Ballas in the area. Yumi, Crocodile, Cat, both of which will be targeted here. He is ticking down. Red Buff unable to get the kill. Renekton still has the dash, has the lifesteal as well, but will be cut off by the Gwen. A 1-for-1 trade, but actually much better for JDG.
Yeah, better for JDG. They got 2 kills out of that. They had the immediate response with On the Hunt. And this fight just took too long. But look at the replay as well on the bot side. It's actually Faye by being bullied right here by Cat type. And what the Jess, and just the flash. Crescendo to catch Faye off guard, not letting him use the pool to be able to dodge the CC. So BRU actually at the end of it, this is a 2-for-2. And even getting another tower in the bot side.
If we are going to be seeing more of these champions come playoff and final, man, I'm just so excited for it. We see Sona Seraphine after 2 years. Crazy Apple. 2 years!
Yeah, after 2 years. I mean, it could be a good indicator that the rework on Sona has worked, right? It's being used in pro play. It's being used in different strategies. BRU is showing us maybe a template for other players to follow, for other teams to follow in the next couple of games. I just still have my doubts. I want BRU to make me a believer in the composition they're using right now, because there's still gonna be a lot of damage that they're gonna face against JDG the later this game goes. The Kazakhs can still go for the assassinations, the Sivir with her ricochets, but with the catches that BRU has been getting on JDG, it just feels like it's actually JDG just running on them.
Oh, the flank! They try to turn onto the Crocodile and burst him out! What is that damage coming from BRU? They take both the kills as well! It looks like no room to suck in the blood here with Fabai on this Vladimir. He gets bursted as well, and the jungle camp of once is just being taken by BRU.
I don't know what JDG was doing right here. They were going for a flank, right? But they should have known. JDG should have known that the Renekton was spotted and BRU was running at them, because JDG had full vision of the 4 members of BRU, but they still ran up to the Seraphine Sona thinking that they're not gonna have enough damage, but they were wrong. There's still the Gwen, there's still Valdez building full damage on the oh my god, Dipper though.
3 versus 1, make that a 4 versus 1. Lemon wants a piece of the pie as well. Dipper will not survive.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of investment though for 1 kill.
Yeah, but still something that JDG needs to break the momentum of BRU. Still. It feels like it's JDG just walking into this, not knowing probably the revamp on the Sona. Fabai
will survive. Cat type though, chasing with a flash will secure the kill. And the dragon as well will be taken by BRU. Soul point already. Oh, Ice Dragon as well. This is not looking good for JDG, but fortunately so, they were able to at least pick up another tower in the top lane. BRU answering back in the mid lane though, and man, they look like BRU's composition looks like a gang with huge speakers running down at JDG right now, plus a mic as well, because someone's doing karaoke for some reason.
Yeah, they're playing the True Damage in full blast. They're playing jazz, playing EDM, playing disco.
Oh,
what the
Crescendo! Okay, should have gone with the auto attack stun first, but Valdez will fully commit. Might be a bad idea because the interruption by Lemon is going to be able to still flash out, and now once is going to be starting to pop off, crippling the numbers of BRU as they get separated. The divide and conquer is the key to victory here of JDG, and they got it in that fight.
Yeah, they did. Battle just missing on the engage right there. JDG just on the punish Cat type. Also, staying a bit too long. It was a bit too greedy, seeing that the Renekton was low. Tried to get the finishing touches, but wasn't able to get the kill as we headed to the replay right there. This is a flash crescendo starting off from what the Jess. And this is just an off fight for BRU, because they wanted the the alt card to hit to prolong the range, maybe hit Barry, but it didn't. So JDG with immediate reaction as well as the on the hunt, able to turn around and take this fight against BRU. 3-0 cleanly taken right there by JDG. The gold, which was at 3.5k at the most, I believe, for BRU in the lead, now it has shifted. It is now in JDG's favor. Oh, okay. Right now though, we're still a bit even in terms of the kills, but in the gold, JDG has been able to shift things around, being a bit ahead when it comes to the gold. JDG still needs BRU still needs to figure things out. Still needs to clean up that engage, because we did see earlier when the on-card missed, it all fell apart for BRU. So they still need to layer this CC effectively against JDG.
That's engaged. Assault and Battery gonna be used towards Lemon. Still Dominus is gonna allow him to stay alive. Plus the sustain coming in from the Yuumi. BRU, again, the sustain is just so entertaining to see. So many effects are we seeing in a circle one. And it's a sight to see, to be honest. I missed this. 12 minutes in. We see BRU having many good moments. JDG fighting back though. And that's what they need to do. They need to cancel out this kind of composition that BRU is making great works as of the moment. There's still room for them to bounce back here in this game. We saw it a while ago in how they were slowly doing it. But BRU does have the great scaling here, especially with the amount of Dragon Stats that they have secured so far.
Yeah, if they're able to get Soul and maybe the other Drake, BRU will have enough damage to just bust through JDG. But JDG as well, even without those buffs, they still have the Sivir, they still have the Vladimir to deal a huge amount of AoE damage. Max and got out. Actually, it's Tipper. Maybe the ones getting caught out right here. Valdez getting away with very low HP. Yeah, he's on HP.
1 HP by Valdez. How did that just happen? He was sticking to death with Ignite, but now he's back to half. And now the sustain is going to be there. Encore, though, will be dodged by Lemon. That is good. But man, the sustain is too much. Half 1 HP, bro. 1 HP and then back to half with just
oh my god,
this
Baron's burning so fast.
They see it as well. They see it. They know it. It's taken down. 3,000, 2,000. Lemon gonna be going in. Faba as well gonna be flashing in. Can they actually get the steal? The answer is no. Bal's still gonna be able to secure it. Stolen Battery gonna be used, but once jumps in, unable to get the damage done, but still being felt. Faba as well lingering in the area. JDG wanting to get kills, but the only one they've gotten is just one.
Yeah, they're able to get a kill, but Baron has been secured by BRU. Now that's the objective that they actually needed to take away from this game. If BRU was faced with trying to get into this Baron pit, it would have been game over for them. Great fight right here, great secure action, just 400 HP on the smite for BRU. They tried to see if they could win the fight, but in the end, they chose to retreat. At least 3 members still having the buff right now as we get to this dragon fight.
Oh no! Faba getting picked off! That is unfortunate. The dragon as well still gonna be stolen here by once. That is good time, but Barry getting blasted off! Double kill already coming in from this Lucian of Cap type. Definitely is performing as he needs to be and taking this tower so swiftly as well. Dominus is going to be popped here by Lemon. Can he actually get this flank going on with just once? Lemon, Crocodile, and the Cockroach.
They're flanking the wave.
Work, but unfortunately, they're just going to be focusing. They have the sustain, they have the burst, they have the reach as well. And the Nexus is going to be exposed. They're focusing on it as well. And game number 1 with this comp. This comp, Sona Seraphine, after 2.5 years, it paves